Hello and welcome to the Cloudsdale Cafe. I'm your host, Ragin Pinkie Pie, or the host with the most, and we're joined by Nick, the Canadian Blizzard, who's leaving
Or
us
the
forever.
host with the most? Which one are you, Ragin?
It doesn't matter. I'm both. Oh, you're Nick, the Canadian Blizzard, that's leaving us.
Oh, no. Had to spill the beans.
I know I spill beans all the time. And we're joined by Silver Eagle, the founder
Hey!
of Still Live.
Yeah, what's up, everybody?
He's our boss.
What?
He's our boss.
He's our boss.
He's our manager.
I am like the least present supervisor.
He doesn't even pay
ever.
us. That's how horrible he
I
is.
don't pay you. You're not doing. I'm just like, hey, what's up? How's your show? I like your show.
Good, you're
Doing
getting
great.
views. Good.
Oh, like 4 of you are leaving. Oh, okay. Oh.
Oh, wait, it's
No.
What happened to that?
Just one apparently, though.
Well, let me explain.
We'll all eventually miss you, Nick.
Eventually, yeah. But, I doubt it. Anyway.
Nick plans on knocking up a girl and leaving.
No,
Wow.
actually, I plan on knocking up 2 girls. Get your facts straight.
Oh, you mean mooses?
Yes. And, I'm gonna be, knocking up 2 meese.
Geese?
I mean, get it right.
So is that like a combination of a niece or a moose
It's
niece?
moose and a flock of geese. But anyway,
God damn it.
back to the news. Like I'm gonna once September kind of rolls around, I'm gonna be busy with school, and I know that it's gonna be a lot more time consuming than it was last year.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's pretty common, you know.
Anyway,
Don't let your dreams go because of that, you know.
Let your dream go.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, Cloudsdale Cafe is your dream. I've known that for this whole time, and
Oh.
you should
Few
always, you should be the change you want to see in the world. You should stick around.
I'm going to be the last person here, I swear to God. This show will end once I put a bullet in my brain because I can't deal with it anymore.
Damn.
well, morbid.
Well then.
Violence, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, jeez.
The Cloudsdale Cafe drives Raging to drink.
I thought you were already drinking, but anyway.
No, that was cookies.
It is. It is Saturday night.
Yeah. There is a wedding going on that I'm missing because of this show, so I'm not letting things like joyous occasions run into the way of my dreams.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's probably a funeral you're missing too, somewhere out there.
It's actually kind of sad.
Actually, yeah. Now we really are being morbid. Like,
Oh, there's just a funeral outside that I'm missing.
Well, it's not that I'm missing,
My
but it's coming up.
grandmother that I've known for like a good 20 years has died.
It's
I'm just
someone.
kidding.
It's someone that I don't know, but it's it is related to
Exactly. Why
family.
should you care?
It is related to family, so it is actually kind of sad. But
wait, are you
anyway,
serious? There actually is a funeral
There's a
going
funeral
on.
coming up. Not going on
Oh,
right
God damn
now,
it!
but
I
You
was
get married, people die around you, Nick. You're just a butcher of bad hope.
Yeah, you're a magnet.
wait, is
for
marriage
life's
a
major
bad
life
hope?
events.
Why am I friends with you?
I don't. Well, I guess marriage is fine.
Yeah, I'd say marriage is pretty happy.
I mean, you know, if it's not with someone crazy.
Someone that like you're
That's my
literally tied
problem.
to a
The
chair.
crazies love me.
The crazies love me.
The crazies
Can't-
love me.
Just beating them
Oh,
all.
you're an ex-soldier. You killed people. I love you.
Really?
That's what I
Oh.
get all the time.
I did not know that about you, Raging Pinkie.
Yeah, Jesus.
So
That's what happens every time I bring that up. That's why I try to avoid it with girls. They're like, "You killed people. How can you live with yourself?" Easily.
I don't.
I don't. I drink.
So
But anyway, I should probably expand on leaving and all that.
We'll give you not a goodbye, but more like a swift kick in the ass out the door.
Yeah, I'd expect that. But
all right, so school comes
We
first.
found
I mean,
Nick
life
too.
You know,
it's not only school. It's also that like it's gonna be my second year, and I plan on living out away from home the entire pretty much for the rest of my life. So
are you trying to hide your Canadianism from us?
yes, and
Yeah. So you're saying out as Americanly as you can.
okay, I'm going a boot. Like I'll be living a boot abroad. I don't know what about abroad. I don't have no idea what that means. But yeah, like, and then I'll have to, like, I'll be working since I'll be paying rent, and I also plan on making a game. At least working on it, because I have several ideas that I've been wanting to work on for a while now. But while Ragin drops, so like just dealing with
Ragin
that.
dropped.
Yeah.
Oh, so does that mean just did the stream drop?
No, it's just me. Like,
you're doing the stream.
I'm
Okay.
streaming right now, so thank God.
Okay. I know, right? Yeah, I was like, wow.
But yeah, like, so I just have to. It depends how busy I get. If I'm not too busy, then yeah, I'll stay with the show. If I get too busy, I'll have to drop something, and it will most likely be this.
Oh, ouch.
But like that's half a year to a year now to actually really make a good decision.
I mean, how long does it take y'all to put these together?
I've been wanting to get a bit more serious into it. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. It's all a matter of how much time you put into it, right?
Yeah.
It's what you get out of it, you know. So it can be casual, and that's okay. There's plenty of room for entertaining little programs.
Yeah.
But if you really want to, like, you know, go NPR with it,
Yeah, and like,
no.
yeah, but like, and when I say leaving, like, I don't mean just completely separate. Well, kind of separating myself.
Like,
from
you're
the
not like
show.
leaving the fandom. Like, hey, ponies.
Yeah, I become an anti-brony. That's my. I have it set onto my planner.
It's like
Become-
begin crusade against everything you stood for.
Yeah.
Down with Cloudsdale Cafe.
Revert everything that you've worked a year on.
We're airing our episodes. Watch them in reverse. This whole.
But yeah. So like, I'll like still help out whenever I can, and I'll be sure to, like, not keep myself away from the friends I made and stuff like that. But it's just like start focusing on more things, or less things.
Doing better at a few things instead of doing a whole lot of things. It's a good thing. It's a good life thing to do, right?
Because I have the horrible habit of picking up too many things at once and then dropping them all at the same time.
Yeah.
'Cause,
I
like,
know what it means to be a busy dude. I'm a busy dude.
Because like last year when I was starting college, I was thinking like, man, I'm gonna change my the way I eat. Like, I'm gonna work out more. I'm gonna be really healthy. I'm gonna be smart. I dropped everything.
I'm gonna be smart.
Like,
gave
I'm
up
gonna-
on being smart. Gave up on being healthy.
Yeah, so now I'm just a fat, lazy, dumb dude.
Jeez.
Yeah. Fun fact.
See, but if you had picked one, perhaps you would be smart and lazy.
Yeah.
You know.
But,
yeah. Try too much at once, though. You know, and then you get burdened.
yeah.
It's okay.
So, yeah, something it's like, okay, maybe I should just take everything, like one thing, pick up one thing a year and work on that. Still haven't done that.
I don't know. Find a project.
Yeah.
I found a project. It's fun.
No, what's that project?
Oh, we do horse things.
Oh.
We go to conventions and we carry around a camcorder, and we like take videos and stuff, and then we put them on the internet. And we have radio stations too.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Good thing going.
It's nice. It's a fun little project. It's, you know, a little side thing, really. You know.
Oh
It's,
yeah. You got
five-
you got bigger and better things ahead of you.
5 minutes a year, maybe total amount of work that it takes. It's nothing.
Yeah.
We hosted on GeoCities, actually.
GeoCities. Okay. Okay.
GeoCities is not still around, unfortunately. Rest in peace, GeoCities.
do you have your site on MySpace?
MySpace. Yeah, the radio actually plays through the little widget in MySpace, and then you can browse through our pictures from the hot summer of 2011.
Ah, nice. I hope you have AOL support.
Well, I mean, it's preferred that you look at our website on Netscape Navigator.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to do that, but all I have is Internet Explorer.
Really? Well, as long as it's less than version 6.
Okay.
So like 5 is fine. When they put out 6, it messed up my whole like marquee banner. The blinking on it, like it won't blink anymore. So
Unfortunately,
it's not the same. Yeah, you don't get the full experience. So
Why are we talking about this?
I don't know. What are we talking about? What is the agenda today on today's Cloudsdale Cafe? Do we have an agenda today?
I'm pretty sure Ragin had it, but then he dropped.
And then he left.
Yeah.
And then we're supposed to have what's his name? I can't believe I said what's his name. We're supposed to have Cinnamon.
Yeah, but he had to work, so.
Cinnamon's got work. Cinnamon.
Yeah, and lately, he's back finally. But lately, he's gonna be gone for quite a while, just because like he's gonna be busy with work on on Saturdays, unfortunately.
All right.
Thankfully, though, like I thought I was gonna be busy with work on Saturdays, but now there's a second employee at where I work, so I'm not the only one who works there now. So they work Saturdays.
Sweet. Well, I mean, we can always just. Oh, hey.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Hey, I want to apologize
There
for
you go.
damn planes flying over. Like I told you. I've told this 1,000 times before. I have mosquito
That
control.
messes
Like,
up your Skype.
Internet. It cuts out my entire internet for about 30 seconds to a minute.
What, do you have satellite internet?
Yep, Prism.
You have Prism of
You
all
mean
time.
you have
of all
the
names.
NSA spying thing? Is your internet?
Yeah, what happens is we have planes that are mosquito patrol, they're DC-3s, and they fly treetop levels spraying pesticide to keep down the mosquitoes.
On your house?
So when they're these giant aluminum planes like to fly over directly over our satellite, it cuts out TV, internet, everything.
So you have planes flying immediately over your head, like
Yep.
at random hours of the day.
No, only at night.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, right.
It only happens a handful of times. They've already done their passes, so they'll be back like in another 4 hours.
Hey,
And
Ragin.
then
And
Does
I'm
it
out on my
stop-
back porch, so if you hear gunshots, that's normal because I'm in the south.
Oh, okay.
oh, okay. So has that stunted your growth? The pesticides raining down on you every once in a
I
while.
don't know. I'm 6'4", 210 pounds. I don't think it has.
So no, it hasn't. I
I
think
don't know.
either that or you beat it. You know?
Yeah.
that,
Or he's
or
supposed to
I've
be 7 feet
absorbed
tall.
it as a kid, and it's made me stronger. That's probably why
It's
cancer
made
can't
you
kill me.
strong. So it has given you superpowers. This is like one of the two options. Is like 1, thyroid cancer, 2, superpowers.
Yeah,
So-
and been smoking since I've been 18 years old. Doesn't stun my growth either.
You're practically immune.
Beautiful.
That's
Yeah.
I've been in the military since I've been 18, so it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And so all of your insides are just coated. They're
Oh,
protected.
please. The military, what they've pumped into me is worse than smoking and drinking. It's done.
What,
Trust
the
me.
Though
The
Ragin,
MREs, those things pack about 3,000, 4,000 calories in one meal.
That's impressive.
So that's like worse than going to McDonald's and getting like a quarter pounder.
oh man.
No,
But
the
it's-
no, the
in that
stuff that
case,
they, the
it's
stuff
on
that they
purpose.
pump into you, like shots and everything, will fuck you up. It's steroids. It makes you just you get huge and all that. It makes you don't want to have sex. Doesn't make you want anything really addiction wise.
Does it make you just like breathe in and out, like sitting
It
there?
makes
in
you a
chair?
mouth breather, really.
Wow.
Follow orders in a mouth breather.
Wow, beautiful. But Ragin, have you ever, like, when the plane passes over, have you ever stood up on a bunch of rocks and jumped up?
No, I've shot BBs at it.
Really?
Ping, ping, ping. Because they're
Was
so
it-
low, you can see everything. And these are big planes. These are like bigger than what you see little Cessnas. These are like airline-sized planes.
That's
Really?
a lot of pesticides.
Big enough to put a fucking truck in one. That's what they were used for in
Really?
World War II.
And
Did
they're
they ever
just
drop a truck?
I can
What?
read you the stats right now of how big they are.
Nah,
I'm just confused by all this.
How are you confused by this? Go look
I'm just
it up.
confused. Like it's a felony to shoot a
type-
BB gun.
Oh, it is a felony. But you think that stops me?
That's technically, I think that's terrorism. I'm not sure, but
Hey, if they don't go down and crash, it's not my fault. If they do,
All right,
it's
and-
not my fault.
I was like, yeah, just you wait, and then one time it's gonna be like,
No,
I'd be
but
like-
flying at treetop level in the middle of the night, is not dangerous at all. No, it's fine. It's fine. What happens if we hit a tree or a goose or something? It's fine. We'll just slam into some households and kill a few people.
You have a bad goose problem there?
No, we have worse turkey problems and boar and pig.
You're a
Do
turkey.
they jump up at the plane? Like, is that a problem?
No, but I
Do they have do they have turkey side that they spray like across and you hear like the death rattles of turkeys like
Time for Thanksgiving.
taking Thanksgiving back at one turkey at a time.
gobble gobble motherfucker.
Gobble gobble, motherfucker.
Oh,
So what have
So-
you been talking about since I was gone, though?
Pretty much that.
yeah.
Yeah, we can't find the agenda.
Yeah. So I thought you had it.
Yeah, no, I can't even access it.
Oh, great. But anyway,
Hello.
so,
Because Sid's a dipshit, he's like, you gotta go to Google Documents. Okay, the only big thing that's really happened is Everfree Northwest is happening right now.
It is.
Does anybody care about it? No.
I do, but I'm not there.
There's too many conventions for us. That's the problem. They need
There
like
are a lot of conventions. Yeah.
There are too
And
many
I-
conventions for us, and I've not gone to a single one.
I'm planning on going BronyCon next year, though.
I want to as well, if there is.
We
gonna
need
be
to all
hopefully.
go hold hands and sing Kumbaya in the middle of it.
I would rather sing I Want to Ride My Bicycle.
I want.
Really? I
Gotta bring-
hate that song.
Well, you
out.
can't. Okay, it's
What
not
about-
one of my favorite Queen songs, but still.
What
It's
about
nice.
I want to ride my tricycle?
God damn it, Silver.
Get out.
God damn it, Silver. Please, get out.
Oh, hey, Silverblaze is here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so now we have
It's-
2 silvers, so we
It's
can't
the
really-
other Silver.
Yeah.
2 Canadians and 2 Americans. Thank Christ, we've evened it out.
Yeah. You're done.
Equality.
Yeah, speaking of Canada, 37 million bees were found dead. That's
Oh, did
not
you hear?
happy news at all.
Holy
It is.
crap.
Okay, I know you wanted to bring that up so bad.
I wanted to talk about it. But have you heard about it, Silver?
No.
Which
Oh, I think it was out west. But yeah, like 30 like the guy who owned this one bee why can't I think of-
one B.
Yo,
he
one
owned this
bee.
one bee
And
and
it
found
killed
37
everybody.
million.
His name was Bradley, and
There's
he was really
probably-
good at spelling. You know, because
He was a douche.
But yeah, like it happened in Ontario. I'm trying to figure out where.
well, you just said it happened in Ontario.
Just trying to figure out which.
Where
town.
in Ontario?
It's
I
a big-
mean-
it's a big. I was gonna say big country, which it's not.
None of us here know where anything in Ontario is. So you could say like none of it. It's in none of it.
I'm
And-
having none of it. You got that?
Yeah, and I'm having none of it.
Okay, I was going to here. I'll give you the. These are how big these fucking planes are. Wingspan 95 feet.
Back to the
Length is 64 feet. So this is bigger than Jaws.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
this is like Big Jaws
This is a plane that weighs 25,000 pounds.
flying
Wow.
directly overhead.
Yeah, and they're flying at about 200 miles an hour, treetop level.
Well, I mean, they
60
kinda have
feet
to fly.
above the ground, spraying chemicals into your children's faces. Because when I was growing up as a kid, every time they would come out, I'd go outside and look at them.
Well, yeah.
While I
did
see
that
the
too.
smoke of pesticide blowing into my face.
That's
Oh, it's
bad,
probably, it
dude.
was probably just DEET. Don't worry about it.
Oh, please. I chewed on lead paint while I was a child. Look at how I turned out.
Okay, yeah. Let us all learn a lesson to not chew lead paint.
Answers.
Yeah.
Answers a couple of questions.
Raisin is the
or-
spokes child
Say what,
of
sorry?
chewing lead paint.
I was like, does that answer questions? Like, does it explain Ragin Pinkie Pie? It explains the picture for sure, because his Skype picture. I'm judging people by their Skype picture. The only other pony I see is my friend, the other white
Oh,
silver.
fine, I'll continue.
Yeah. John wins.
Hey, that's John Tron. Leave me alone. My name's John, too, so...
John
No, it
Tron.
doesn't. He got it legally changed. His name used to be Tumba Halawala Booty Bing Bang.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Why'd you change it, dude?
Sounds racist.
I just made noises. I just...
You like
Mine's
my
so
name
gen-
changed from
generic.
Chicka Wigga Ding? Like,
Chico Wigga Day.
Loves of Cafe, making up stupid-ass names.
My name used to be Bob.
Your fucking profile picture just says, I have to poo.
We're just gonna
Wait,
talk
what
about
is
profile
that?
pictures.
Oh, Ragin Pinkie Pie. Oh, I get it. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense now.
Yeah.
So generic. I want to make a t-shirt.
What is this? The stream's not on. I don't see it.
Wait, what? Nice, it's on for me.
Yeah,
On
it's
live stream?
Yeah.
It looks like you're playing a song.
He's always playing a song and always showing pictures
Yep.
of artists that we don't.
So yeah, no one can
Oh.
actually see our profile pictures.
Oh, okay. I was like looking to see if everybody else could see what we're talking about, and they can't. And so this is just like the biggest torture for them.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
It's just cute pony pictures and
Horribleness.
a song
Oh
by
my.
Exploding Heart Technique.
Speaking of exploding, I hope you guys don't hear the exploding of America in the background.
The Exploding of America. That
There's
was like a
like
few
boom.
days ago. We had the fireworks.
Oh, it's still going on.
Really?
Oh, you may hear a couple explosions from my end. People have been setting off fireworks.
Why?
In the neighborhood.
This is America, not
Not
your
even the 4th of
Canadian.
July or Canada
The 4th
Day.
of July is like, you know, a 2-week-long holiday, apparently.
In Canada.
You know what? You know
I
what?
made my own fireworks for the 4th of July, by the way.
God, that must have been fun.
These are cute pictures, by the way, on the stream. I mean, these are just adorable. They're all ponies.
Like I
and-
said, I hope nobody blew off their thumbs because thumbs are very important. Even though my fingertips are burnt a bit, but still.
That totally had to do with cute pony pictures.
Yeah.
It
I like how
yeah, they
Rachel's
burn
just
their
does
thumbs off, you know. If they, the ponies are so
Ponies
cute.
don't have thumbs, not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah, every one of them was in
Only
one
Pinky
giant.
has fingers and thumbs.
Okay, that's still disturbing as all
Oh,
fuck, and I
okay. Now,
will.
just giving me that mental image is
Hey,
terrifying.
you want Pinky to finger
I thought
you?
it was normal.
God.
It's normal, right?
God. What?
Because I can make myself have 10 fingers.
You can.
Wait, you have?
I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
I can also make myself have 10 fingers, but it's sort of like, it, you know, it didn't take any
It's
effort.
You can only have 8 fingers, and then you have 2 thumbs.
A thumb's a
Okay,
finger.
a thumb is a finger. It's like a square is a rectangle.
It's your
What
thumb is
planet
a
are you
digit.
from?
And
Your
a
thumb
jacuzzi
is-
Yeah,
is a
your
hot
thumb
dog.
is a rectangle, and everything. Wait,
Just like how a circle is an apple.
and I like how
Yeah.
the
Fear, you
chat,
dipshit.
Cloudsdale Cafe chat has completely lost the plot. They're talking about
Nobody cares.
They're talking about Gladys. I guess they're talking about Portal.
Well, that's
and,
what usually happens.
yeah.
Well,
Oh,
like,
Miss
we
This
can't
is
say
Galaxy.
that
why
this
we
was
can't be on
Triumph.
Everfree. Because they say fuck.
This is why we can't get on Everfree.
Well, that's the main reason. We could probably get on them, but we don't want to deal with them because they're dicks.
Oh wow!
When we actually never dealt with them, so we have no real...
No, we've tried for it, but we
I was
kind
like,
of.
yeah, you briefly
Wait.
did. Yeah, back in March. You remember?
I don't actually.
No, I
we-
remember. I was wondering one day why there wasn't Everfree. Did they like say fuck you and kick you to the curb,
Maybe.
or did you say no, fuck you, man?
And then
we're
kick
fine
yourself to the
now."
curb.
I mean,
I like
I don't want to start a big drama thing, you know, but
We love
that's
drama.
all right, fine. All right, so the long and short of it is, you know how like we had the little player on the side of the Everfree page?
Mhm.
Yeah. So we were a part of Everfree briefly. Like we were like under their protection, right? Like you know Puerto Rico, like we were Puerto Rico.
Okay, yeah, we definitely know of Puerto Rico.
Oh,
It didn't
well-
speak. We didn't speak the same language necessarily, but you know we were under the protection of the anyway. So yeah, we like showed up and we were like, so what's new? And they're like, well, you know, if you want us to promote you anymore, we're gonna have to control you more.
Exactly, and that's their main problem.
And I said, that's not what we're about. You know, our whole network, and as you all may have noticed, we're very hands off. In
Just
fact,
that's-
we don't. Yeah, we're happy to have you doing stuff at all, like because it's just cool, entertaining stuff for bronies to enjoy, and that's what we're here for. Is just to put all that stuff together into one place so that people can be like, here's a big entertainment hub for bronies to like, you know, go look at podcasts, listen to music, watch videos. Hey, there, see, you know, look
Speaking of which, this is brought to you by Ponyville Live.
That's probably right.
Yeah.
I didn't make anybody do that for the record.
Go check them out. We're part of it.
Oh, you better put
Yeah, links everywhere.
the web address. Yeah. And so we said bye. And then we left.
Good.
And we didn't say anything to the public because we didn't want to start a big old mess about the whole thing. And so that's why one day our website just suddenly didn't have it. You know, so you may have noticed, like, one day when we went to the website, like, where did the logo go?
Yeah, that's what we did too. We were like,
everybody kept asking me about it forever. They're like, you're missing that little...
I will say right now, we weren't entirely happy that you kind of like suckered up to Everfree, because we have this mindset of saying Everfree. The people say that if you're part of Everfree, you're successful, and we don't like that, because Everfree just likes to control and hold everybody's balls. That's all they like to do.
You know, long story short, like, we were all working really well together for a little while. You remember after Lost Pegasus?
Even though it was a complete disaster.
The convention was, but then after that, everybody was like, let's all be friends, let's all bond together. And then we're going to have, not like bondage or anything.
Oh, God.
You know,
oh, God. Why would you think of bondage? I was thinking of...
You guys are giggling in the background like, bonding. No, like, you know. Oh, God. That is so...
Okay,
like
anyway, what were you saying?
The Howard Stern
of Iron
Will
Will in bed picture showing up right now. All right, anyway. Wow. This is all just hilarious. No, so we were like, you know, well, if everybody's going to work together, well, why not, like, work together, right? You know, like, make it more official, you know? And that's what we were thinking. And then it turns out there's a reason why not everybody's working together. And it is just mostly because we're not the same kind of network. Like, we do a lot of the same stuff, and you may notice, like, even like this last weekend when we went to Fiesta Equestria, we provide convention coverage. So, like, we'll stream panels from the conventions, we'll go with camcorders, we'll do on-the-scene coverage, we have radio and music and video, a lot of the same stuff, right? But we do it very differently. Like, we do it in a way where, like, the number one thing is that every one of those stations and every one of those podcasts can completely flourish on their own creativity. So, like, you guys know what you're doing. We trust that you're going to do a good job and not commit felonies
And
on the
that's
air.
We do that all the time. That was our first mistake.
But, you know, it's like, we know that if left to your own devices, the result will be completely unique. Like, it'll be totally yours, you know, and you can own it and be proud of it. And then we're just there to help, you know, spread the word, right? You know, make everybody.
We actually really do appreciate it.
Yeah, and I think it's a good relationship that we have, you know, between our like affiliates and friends and stuff. And it's, you know, I'm not really a boss.
You're a boss. You don't
More like the guy who does the website, and like, so I'm like IT in the back. I'm like Nick Burns, your company's computer guy. Like, show up and I'm like, move! I'll fix it. Get out of the way, assholes!
Do you, like, have a little go-kart that you drive around in an office?
Mario Kart style.
I got this.
Get out of the way, douchebags!
I don't know why, but that image popped in my head.
Actually, I think of Jeremy when he goes to the BBC. If you've seen Top Gear, when he goes to BBC with, like, this, with the tiny little car that he can drive around in the office.
He drives it around the cubicles and stuff.
That's what I think you're driving around. With a little flag that says Ponyville Live on the back of it.
It's got the little hexagon on it, and it's like... I like our logo, by the way. I'm a fan.
You got a nice logo.
It is a real nice logo.
You know, the hexagon and then Applejack. It's Applejack, actually. The
God damn it. Yes. I'm tired of you AJ fags everywhere.
Alright, we were... That's That is enough. We are big fans
We're
of
a
background.
proud Southern pony race.
We're a proud Southern pony people, and it just goes to show you we stick up for the underdog. Right? Like the background pony is our logo. It's like
I'm sorry,
crossing
but
a line.
AJ's the biggest background pony next to Spike.
ouch.
And
Well, actually,
Spike's not
Spike has his
good.
own window.
Feel that. Feel the pain.
Spike had his own episode.
Yeah.
His own window in the couch.
When there was never Applejack at your service.
Yeah,
it was
but
just,
Derpy outshined in one of her.
oh my God,
first
yeah, her one episode, and then Derpy says, 5 seconds worth of, I just don't know what's wrong, and then, yeah.
And we're like, fuck you,
Freaked out.
Applejack, you can't outshine them 5 seconons.
Your
The rest
whole
of the episode,
24
I don't even
minutes.
remember, it took me a second here just to remember what the rest of that episode was about. Like, it was
I
like,
know, right?
it was like
What's
she
that
had to deal
episode
with
about where AJ has to go and do something about running.
some
I
sort
don't
of,
know what you're talking about. Oh, the Derpy, the one with Derpy. Oh, I know what that is.
yeah, the cherry prostitution ring. Yeah, it was,
Yes.
It
Yes.
was about raising a barn. And
no,
hard
that's a
labor.
different one. Raising
Wasn't
a
it?
barn. No, it was
oh
about
wait,
a
that was that
racist-
other horrible episode.
Yeah, the other episode was about a racist barn, a barn that wouldn't allow
Racist
certain
barn.
types of ponies.
Hey, that racist barn united a family.
Racist barn. I heard.
Where they could all be racist together.
There was
Yeah,
one
racist barn.
unicorn.
That's the whole.
There was one unicorn in that whole family.
Well, somebody likes to outbreed a little bit.
Yeah, so that would be one of the in-laws. Yeah, definitely not a member of the Apple family.
Apple family. Buy some apples
Apple and Apple accessories.
and some inbreeding.
It's inbreeding. Our family tree is vertical.
Apple family, America inbreeding, West Virginia.
Number 1 in obesity,
Bad.
number 50 in education.
Yay!
So, I thought it was funny they actually mentioned that Applejack had a problem with sugary sweets, which meant that, like many Southerners, she probably has diabetes.
Oh, she's always gonna have. No, not models. I don't know anybody in my family that have diabetes. I know other people have diabetes.
In the South?
Yeah.
It's like
We don't have
diabetes.
that
It's
many
called, it's
we don't
called
have that
heart
many diabetes.
disease belt.
We have trailer parks, first of all.
Diabetes is like way common.
The thing is, they don't have diabetes. They have diabetes.
They have diabetes.
Did they rephrase it to
My pancreas
it's
doesn't
liquid.
work.
So what were we gonna say, Eagles?
pancreas is bleeding?
My anus is bleeding.
Yay!
Or the joke from American Dad. Hey, raccoon stole my penis. that's a common problem around here.
I haven't seen American Dad.
Has anybody noticed that
since-
I've been smoking this entire time?
No.
Well,
It
how
sounds
good-
like I've just heard
Oh,
crickets
yeah,
in the
fake.
background.
Oh,
Same.
I've been drinking and smoking. Not pot, cigarettes.
Well, that's nice because I sure hope that you are following the law.
What law?
I am the law.
I am the
I'm gonna Silver Eagle is a guest on Cloudsdale Cafe, and then immediately has the whole staff arrested for.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
where people are actually scared. Chocolate Pony from Tumbler Pond is actually got scared that he's like the FBI or the IRS is gonna come down on him or something because we were talking about stuff. I'm like, dude, they don't give a shit. As long as we don't say
He's concerned that the IRS is gonna come down on him.
FBI, CIA, he was scared the government was gonna knock at his
Okay, I was gonna say, was he making tax jokes or something? Because, what?
I don't think taxes.
Did Obama turn his head? That little shit.
Man, I totally lied on my taxes and said that I was a dependent still, and, it's 5 days later, sir, we need a word.
It's the government. They take all my
You-
cookies.
Like you can't make me pay taxes. I'm an independent state.
I'm an
My
independent.
yard is my own country.
You can't make me pay taxes. I invaded this country and made this plot of land Joe land.
You can call it.
What?
My
Welcome
yard
to
is
Joe.
called Shitopia. Because
What?
it's covered in dog shit.
Peter
Is that-
Land.
See, that would be awesome if I could, defect from the United States and just have my own plot of land going, this is my land.
Speaking of plot,
Taxless.
Speaking, I was about to say somebody's going to make the segue there, and there it is.
I think
Hey.
we need to
Gotta
start the
move.
interview.
Yeah, let's yeah.
Folks, let's do the questions because that's all we have time for now.
Yeah, let's do questions. So Gladys, what questions do you have?
Oh, well, we're gonna do our
That's
questions
later.
first.
That's later.
Then we're gonna have viewer questions.
Ah, shit. Wrong one. Wrong picture. Okay, there we go.
Wait, where did you? That is, dude. My OC is like the cutest.
My OC is better. He's a moose.
Yes, it's...
Yeah. And you all can't see my Skype picture, unfortunately. But if you could, you would see it is the human version of my OC.
Wait, answer.
Just give me a second.
It's a derpable.
It's a deer. Yo, deer.
A dirkable. I have no idea what I said.
There it is.
But yeah, like
Look at that. Yeah.
so Silver Eagle, could you perhaps tell us a bit about yourself?
Sure, absolutely. Well, my name is Silver Eagle, also known as Silver Eagle, and I go, or the other white silver in this case. What is the? There's an original silver in this channel here, so let me give you the formal introduction here. So I am the director of Ponyville Live. And Ponyville Live is the pony community's newest media network. I'm reading from your background. And we have 24/7... Does that say Pony Radio?
You're terrible.
We have Pony Radio. Okay, we have Pony Radio stations, video streams, and... What is that?
Are you sure you're not the creator and just some guy hired?
Podcasts.
Podcasts?
Are you-
What
are
are
you
those?
sure you're-
All right, well, I don't know what a podcast
I don't even think
is.
he's part of this. I
We
think
have-
you're lying.
We have 24/7 of those. We have
something
Live.
different.
We have Live. Is that Live or Live?
That's
God damn
lie.
it.
That's okay. We have
wrote
Live.
this?
Vince.
Who wrote this? Jesus Christ. I swear to God.
I'm sorry. I can't be serious when I do interviews on like
No, did Sin write this for you, or are you reading
on
this?
PBL shows. Like, I'm like, why do y'all want to talk to me so bad?
Because we love you.
I'm not famous
so
or anything.
much,
I'm
man.
I just do the website and I'm in interviews.
I love you though.
I know. I love you back.
We love you because you gave us affection where nobody else would.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like daddy.
this is a special little moment. We're having a special little moment now.
Like
right.
what?
Bonding
So
from
sore
father,
from the
from
fields.
father to son.
Son,
So,
you're adopted. No.
But could you
Alright, so-
perhaps tell us a bit about how Ponyville Live was kind of created? How it was pretty much brought from
I can-
life.
I can definitely brought from life.
Because you killed it.
Brought forth into life how we started. So, I'll tell you a little bit about it. Ponyville Live is composed of a whole bunch of radio stations and podcasts and video streams and stuff that all were independent, and it existed for years. You know, like the oldest one, as far as I know, is like 2011. Like Summer, this has like been around forever, right? But in 2012, there were two networks of like groups. They had already sort of formed like little groups of radio stations so that they could work together, and they sort of started to realize that if they're going to go and be represented in the pony community, that being 12 little radio stations, like none of them had the time or the resources or the connections or the convention press passes and stuff. Like they didn't have any of the resources that you need to go out and promote yourself as a radio station independently. And so it was back in November that 4 of the radio stations, it was originally Philadelphia Radio, Luna Radio, Alicorn Radio, and Brony TV. When they decided that they would join together, they had a couple of different names for it for a while. It was like the Brony Media Network. At first, a BMN,
Yeah,
but then
that's
that kind of didn't roll off the tongue, right? It's like I don't.
Bad news.
sounds like our first
Yeah.
show name.
Yeah, it does actually.
What was your first show?
Bro,
Brony Casters.
Yeah.
That lasted
Oh,
for like 6 months.
It sounds like you're spellcasters, like lightning bolt.
Then we went to the cafe.
and
When
then you
we
went to
throw
the cafe.
bronies at people. When we
Cloudsdale
see
Cafe.
Hitler, we start throwing people at him.
Cloudsdale Cafe rolls a lot better off the tongue, and
It
sounds
does. It
more
really
appealing.
does. I think it's just, and you have a cute logo that's like you guys are like
Thanks,
a beach
Silver.
and
Silver Blaze. I mean, he's the one.
Oh,
that
really?
blew
The
it.
other Silver made that logo? Hey, there you go. I made the PVM logo, so it's like Silvers make logos. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Maybe I should make
And
my
do
name
nothing
Silver,
else.
and then just go up to McDonald's and say, "Your logo sucks. You should make a new
Big
one."
M sucks.
A branding expert, and I think that you should use a Comic Sans M instead.
You should have a Comic Sans M.
Just say it as professionally as you can, and then just see if they take you seriously. Because half the battle is just sounding professional, and the other half is actually doing it.
I should just print off a fake degree in logo making for McDonald's.
You should print out a
Yes,
fake
but-
degree and hang it on your neck like a press badge.
I should have a badge, like an
Yeah, you
actual
should
No,
really
like,
police
a
officer.
frame, like a big old picture
With
frame, and
Dr.
walk around like Flavor Flav.
Logo
So-
police. I'm
The
here to
logo
tell you
police.
that your logo is not doing its job.
It's like the fashion police, except it's
The fun police.
You're the fun police, exactly. Yeah.
Fun police.
So hey, speaking of whatever we were talking about, so Pony the Live. To get back to my story.
Good at traditions. Respect.
Yeah. Speaking of things with horses, and so Pony the Live. So yeah, back in November, all these stations were like, yeah, let's form a thing, and then the result of it was Pony the Live. We didn't have a website or anything else, but we just sort of were a concept for a few months. So for November through January, we were just sort of planning it all out. We're like, how are we going to do conventions? Which conventions are we going to go to? How are we going to do coverage? None of us have camcorders. We don't have any equipment. Just the big discussion about all of that. And then January rolled around. We launched our brand new website, with this big radio player thing on it, which the biggest thing, this is the first big appeal of Ponyville Live, was it was the first place where you could go and listen to different types of music and channel hop. Because that's the thing, if you listen to Everfree, you listen to Celestia Radio, you listen to, some of these other stations, you have the one radio station.
Yeah.
Right, and it's playing one song, and if you don't like that song, well, it's back to your iPod. It's there's no other option, and there's no there's no customizability, for genre. There's no flexibility. So what we had were a whole bunch of radio stations that give you the option to sort of jump to whichever one you like, and you can see what song is playing on every one of them, right? So then you can go, oh, no, I totally love that kind of, that genre, electronic music. One station's completely electronic, one's completely acoustic, one's completely rap. Kid you not, there's enough pony rap to be an entire station. I was shocked at that, too.
Yo, what up, G?
What up? Yeah.
With
So it's
side,
like-
east side. Wow.
Where's the real Slim Shady at?
And so that's what we...
Please, Shady, please stand up. Everybody keeps calling me I'm the Eminem. for
Yeah,
some
because you
reason.
are. But
I am
anyway,
not
what were you saying,
Eminem.
Ethan?
All because I have a goatee does not make me fucking Eminem.
Oh, because you have a goatee. Oh, okay. I was
I
going to
don't
say...
know. It's all started because we were playing a game and my character, they said, wow, you look like Eminem. And I'm like, no, I don't. And then they see me, my profile picture of me, and they're like, you're Eminem. And I'm like, God damn it.
You're Eminem. So, the first convention we went to is, believe it or not, Las Vegas. The first
recent
convention
one?
that we went to, the one,
The one and
the
only
one that
fuck
the one
up.
that blew up, the one that blew up in February. Yeah. That was the only one that we, or that was the first one that we went to where we actually did streaming. And we did, we streamed the panels and the concerts and stuff like that, and we learned a lot, obviously, about
Las Vegas
how
sucks.
how not to run a convention for one, but also about how to do the streaming and how to get everything together, and very, very quickly made huge strides. So in 6 months we have put together this extremely professional network. So now if you go back and you look at our Fiesta Equestria footage, for example, this most recent convention that was a week ago, we have 250 gigabytes of full HD footage with awesome audio. You can hear it really well. You can go back in and actually we have it lined up by the entire schedule of the event. So yeah, if you were in panel 1 all day and you wanted to go see what you missed in panel 2, you can actually just sit there and just click through them and watch each one and sort of catch whatever you missed. And if you didn't get to go, you can watch all the panels. So we're very thorough. We try to set that up as sort of a service to bronies. To keep a permanent memory of conventions so that they can go back and reference those anytime they want.
That's why we need to go to convention and promote ourselves.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Conventions
That's
are
why
awesome.
they're too expensive. That's our biggest problem right now. A lot of us, that's why we would go to BronyCon, but we're like, wait, we're just going to go to next year's.
Well, it is super expensive. Don't get me wrong.
It's going to be like $2,000 for me to fucking...
Yeah. Ponyville Live has fortunately, we've had a couple of us, who have our day jobs, right? And we can sort of funnel some of our hard-earned cash into it. But boy, yeah, you're telling me. A lot of these conventions are just crazy expensive.
I
but
could
one of the
dish
nice
out
things-
$15,000 to get everybody at the cafe to go to one, but that's my life savings, and I'm a dick. And
Yeah.
I'm doing that. It may be a dick move, but it's kind of like it just shows you how much money it takes to get to a convention.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It takes a huge amount of money. You have to have a huge sort of bankroll to keep all this up. The nice thing we have, though, PVL is big.
Or
Right, we have a
that,
lot of stations.
Hey, some of the bigger people like what's Saber Spark and all those people, they get together because they have some group or something, get to go all to pretty much all the major conventions like AC Race Fest and all that because they're part of Saber's podcast at times.
Right.
So he gets
Yeah.
because Everfree will help pay him to go because he gets every time he goes he gets a panel.
Yeah, and that is where we differ again.
We don't pay because they're quote unquote Dr. Evil Fingers famous.
Because they're famous. Well, we don't pay people because we don't get paid.
Exactly.
Right? It's our different arrangement. What we're here to do is to, at no expense to either the convention or the bronies, we are just there because we like what we do. We like conventions. Conventions are awesome. And we want to, keep a record of them, and cover them and, broadcast we want to keep bronies updated on what's new, what's going on. So that's why we're there. So we don't sign things that say, you have to fly us out, or you have to give us hotel rooms, or you have to pay us, or you have to, make us host panels, or you have to do none of that, because we're much more, can't think of any other way to say it.
Much more independent.
Yeah, we're much more self-sufficient. We just sort of
you just do it.
Exactly. Yeah, freelance. Yeah, exactly. We just kind of go, do our thing, and as long as nobody gives us any fuss about it,
Or bitches, and you just have fun.
Exactly. Yeah, we just go there, have fun, do a good job, come back home. That's it. And I'm completely okay with that. But it's one of those. Even still, we're young. We are a young network. That means not even a year old, although
almost
in a year,
6 months.
Yeah, in a year, I'm extremely proud of all the work that we've put together. All the projects and stuff. It's crazy.
You've done good.
For a year, we're doing phenomenal. Or for 6 months, we're doing just crazy good. And I'm very happy about that.
We're coming up to our 1 year, too. So it's like, woo! We've done this. We haven't fucked up.
Like last time.
Yeah.
Yay.
And it's a big threshold, right? If you can make it through the drama, the forming part, where you're, figuring out what you're up to, what your priorities are and stuff. Once you can get through that, then the rest is gravy, and then you can just
people out that you don't need anymore or something like that.
Yeah, people who are leaving in September.
And that's what happens. A lot of people come, they go. We've seen that all the time with our group. We've
I sure as hell hope there's somebody else leaving in September.
I didn't mean
I
it like
can't
that. I
wait
didn't
now.
mean it like you're not
What
needed.
happened?
I meant like you're leaving.
I'll fight you.
Okay,
That's
Nick's
true.
leaving because
Every week
he has,
we have a new
because he
host.
goes, yeah,
Every week we have a new host.
hey, I'm the one. I'm the reason why we've come together. We've been around for almost 2 years. I'm the reason why. So
Dude.
I breeded this show. I'm going to be
Honestly.
the dying breath of this show.
Oh man, I just saw. Okay, so one of your background images here is Derpy, and everybody always tells me that mine. I'm just like Rule 63 Derpy.
Actually, yeah, I can see that.
That's my OC, and everybody gives me a hard time. I came up with it not like conscious of Derpy, right? Like it was like forever ago, you know, and so I just sort of had like a pony maker creator type OC.
Everybody started with Pony Creator. And
I mean,
then
everybody starts with
this
pony creator.
stuff.
Exactly, you got to start somewhere. But yeah, it's silver, right?
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
silver, and it's got like some gold because you know eagles are kind of gold feathered. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I just you know, my cutie mark is wing.
Base.
Is that how he talks?
Is that how my freedom? Liberty.
I'd say one thing. I never started with the Pony Creator.
Really?
You're an
Wow.
artist.
I touched it once, long after I made my OC, and I was
Yeah.
like, "This is disgusting."
See,
What
that's
is life?
the problem with
What
people
is
don't-
life like on that ivory tower? That
I don't know. It's not as good as you think.
because
It's pretty
geez,
generic.
The rest of us, we all had.
Ah, fuck. Not that. There we go. Ponyville
Pretty
Live.
generic.
We're messing
It's-
with that logo. I'm sitting here watching this, and I'm like, "What are y'all doing?"
Well,
So now we
somebody's-
got two of the hex ponies like on top of each other.
Mine's
What
better
are they
than
doing?
yours, Nick.
They're the same.
I know, but ours is better. The one we have.
Oh,
we
I
have
get
a
it.
full-
Are you doing like is one of those live stream and the other one is
Yeah, one goes in one. People are gonna see this like on YouTube, like the Hexagon one, but the full name Ponyville Live, only people on the stream get to see.
Ah.
Yeah, so stuff like that doesn't show up on.
Oh, okay. So now it's just over there. So now the hexagon logo is just like
To move it for Ragin, jeez.
you know. Funny
Well, I
story
could
about
try.
this. We only found out 3 months after we came up with that logo that is Applejack.
Really?
We had no idea when we first did it. We just thought it was an Earth pony, like generic Earth pony, and then somebody pointed out that it's Applejack
the
without
tail.
her hat.
You could tell
Mhm.
by its tail, though. I could tell automatically it's the tail because of Applejack with the little
Yeah.
bow or the thing in her
It's
tail.
like-
How did she
it-
get that in her
yes.
tail?
Stretchy band thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
It
yeah.
probably takes
Crunchy.
hours every morning to like.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't have thumbs.
Damn it! Where's the
Damn.
unicorns? Need them.
Big
Maybe she
Mac,
has,
get
like-
your Big Macintosh ass in here.
Maybe she has like a unicorn like living in the back, like just to help with that kind of
God
stuff.
damn it.
Just in the closet.
In the
In the closet.
I don't
It's,
know.
it's like this skeleton almost like, please feed me,
inside
shut up.
of a racist
Fix
farm.
my bow tie.
It's the one unicorn family member.
It's the one you.
The one family that they purged from the farm.
But yeah, back to the interview, by the way. I forgot that we were doing.
It's a Holocaust joke.
I have a way of doing that. I don't know what it is about me in interviews. It just they get derailed.
But trust me,
But,
this is what we prefer in interviews. We hate people that are uptight and like so serious about it. They're
I'm-
like super serial guys.
I try not to be that way because like
We try not to be like
It's
at all.
it's like what's the point? Right?
I make no
Like, we're
promises.
here to-
exactly.
But,
Nick tries to be all super serial, and I try.
I'm
to
not a press release. Like I mean, we do press releases, but like this is not a press release. This is a
yeah.
hanging out.
If I got interviewed by somebody, I'd be like, "Are you serious?
Yes.
Hold
To
on, I
whom
need
it-
to scratch my ass."
To whom it may concern at the Cloudsdale Cafe. Thank you for your interest in interviewing Silver Eagle. I am responding today to indicate my excitement.
Yay.
Sincerely yours, Silver Eagle.
But anyway,
Those
I'm
are-
just gonna completely glaze
It's
over.
actually a press release. But anyway, yes. Questions?
What are like some of the biggest challenge? Like before, you're talking about like
Yeah.
payment and stuff like that. But like, what are some of the biggest challenges you face with Ponyville Live?
You know what? The hardest thing, and this is what what I mentioned, I was kind of getting at earlier, is our youth as a network. Despite the fact, and this is what gets me, is despite the fact that the pony community itself is only about 2-3 years old, maybe.
It's 11.
2011 really is when it sort of ramped up. But even then, a lot of today's bronies were like late 2011, early 2012, season 2 kind of people.
And they're all like, I've seen it all. I'm tired.
Well, and they'll come in and they'll say, well, you don't have a track record. You don't have a proven track record that says that you can do this yet. And I'm like, the only people who have a track record only have a year of track record.
They've
Like,
been
I mean,
around
like,
since
it's not like
1930.
they're lifers. It's like they weren't doing it since they were 12, or anything like that. It's like they've just been doing it a year. Like, and so what people, these places sometimes will tell us is, it's like one of those entry-level job positions that needs 3 years of experience. And it's
When
like, how do
Hannah
I
hasn't been around that
apply?
long.
I'm like, how do I apply? I'm an entry-level. I can't, it won't. Biggest challenge for us has been trying to explain that despite our somewhat young age and despite our not very business-like demeanor sometimes, like where we don't want to just send lawyers in and sign contracts because we're not like that. Despite that, we're still pretty good to have around. We're still another angle for the cameras. We're still another stream. We're another way of promoting things. And like those are all good things. And it's actually kind of hard because sometimes people are like, there already is a group doing that. There's already a radio station. I already listen to, whatever station I already like, and they get to go and you don't. To conventions. And this happens a lot. Actually, more than you would know. What you see in the public end is sort of the after we've talked it over with them, right? And we've been like, come on, guys, just like, let us show up. Good Lord. Yeah. And that's after all that. But what you don't see is when somebody's like, well, why should we care about you? We've already got, one station doing all this stuff. It's like, yeah.
Why not have two?
Why not have two? Exactly. That's our only
More, seriously.
only
It's
response.
like
It doesn't. The kicker
like a news
is,
coverage, like you have your Fox News, NBC News, or BBC. You can't go to like let's say a big press conference like where the president died or something, and you can only have one news covering it.
of all the examples,
That's unheard of.
yeah.
There's other people that follow other sources than just one news.
And the whole idea is who is having an event would prefer exclusives. That's what gets me. Is like, why would you prefer that only one group promote your thing? Because only one group is only going to get however many people listen to that one station, which isn't everybody. That's not every brony. Why wouldn't you want it to be promoted to more places? But actually, surprisingly, some people just really, really like it that way. And that's been the biggest struggle for us, is just trying to say, why don't you share your event? Why don't you share your resources or something with everybody, especially if it's free? Right? Because Ponyville Live, we don't charge. We're not charging them anything. Like, we fly ourselves across the country to do this stuff. We'll bring tens of thousands in equipment to record at these things, and then still we'll have a hard time.
Yeah.
Like, we'll have a hard time. We'll show up at the door like, we're here to give you free advertising. And they're like, hold on a minute. No. Don't you dare give us free advertising on your peasant network.
And you're like, why? It's free. You don't pay for it. It's like shits.
What did I hurt you? Like, are your
Did I
feelings-
did I assault you in a past life or something?
Like,
Come on.
yeah, exactly. Like, did I like slap you? Was I like, I'm here to cover your crappy thing that I hate, that no one likes? Like, no, I didn't say that.
And
I
your
said,
wife's fat and your child's like,
yeah, and your face is
it's
stupid.
like, what the hell? This actually really upsets me because seriously, you go out your way,
Out of
your
our way,
money,
with our
to go
wallet.
and promote something for free, and they don't understand the basic concept. It's for free. They think they're going to be like, you're going to like charge them a bill or like wreck the hotel or something.
We're not going to send them an invoice or something.
Exactly.
Like, you know, it's not like we're going to be like, okay, we decided to charge you later. It's like, no, we're not going to do that. It's the whole idea is, yeah, that seems like a stupid thing for me to have to worry about, in my opinion. It seems stupid to me.
It's
like, I don't.
that you have to worry about it because they won't.
That's what I mean. Is like it's stupid that this has to be on my list of things to worry about as a like guy running this kind
tens of thousands of miles, and they say "fuck you," and you're like, "God damn it!"
and you know the
here's a Benjamin, let me in.
And then whenever we decide not to go to these conventions because they've been like really mean to us about it, you know, which is why there might be one going on this weekend that we're not at. You know, there's one this weekend that we're not going to, and curious as to why. Well, that's why. You know, it's because that challenge is still a problem sometimes, and it's because sometimes conventions really do say, "We're going with," and they'll use that expression. We're going with one network. That's hilarious. I just saw the Derpy picture and my picture line up exactly like they're making out. Anyway, sorry. I'm so ADD. But there's so many Derpy pictures. It makes my OC look like Derpy. Anyway, whatever. So, like, that's still going on. Like, still, we've been doing this forever. At this point, it feels like forever to me, you know, because we've been flying. I've flown across the country, I don't know, what, 4 times this year. I'm going to fly across the country another 4 times by the end of the year. We've gone to 7 conventions. We'll go to 12 by the end of the year. You know, it's like we're doing a crazy amount of work. So, you know, if we want to show up and give you free advertising and you want to tell us, well, here's what you can't do. You can't put your camera in the front, and you can't connect to the audio, and you can't use the internet, and you can't do this because somebody else, some other thing, has a contract that says that you're not allowed to do it.
By the way, you can't advertise.
By the way, yeah, you cannot advertise us for free. You know, when that happens, I mean, do you think I'd go? Do you think I go to that convention? Do you think I give them free advertising? No. It was my money in the first place. It's my wallet. They made up my mind for me. You know, they said, don't come. Essentially, what they said is, we don't really want you here that badly. And so my response is, okay, well then I guess we won't go. And then that's what happens. But then for the conventions that do say, yes, please come, please show up, we'll make sure that you have you know, that you're treated well during, you know, the whole time that you're there. Not that you're paid, not that you're given the red carpet treatment, or that we have wine and warm nuts waiting for you. Just a place for you to put your laptop and provide us with a stream. You know, like, that's all we want. We get that, and then we end up doing what we did with Fiesta Equestria. And we do this huge thing. We record everything going on in their entire event. We'll stream it all up online, 200 and something gigs. It takes us hours upon hours and hours of work, and we do it completely for free. That's the lesson that every convention out there should learn from us. Is we're here to serve, and that's the result. That's what happens when you just let us.
Yeah, and I know that you said this actually quite a bit earlier, but what, besides BronyCon, what other kind of conventions are you planning on going to?
We actually have a lot on our list this year. So BronyCon is one of our planned ones. We have a team that will be going to GalaCon in Ludwigsburg, Germany. That's we're really excited about that, mostly just because of that video. I don't know if you saw the GalaCon, but hey,
Yeah.
for a place where you can gala and or con. Yeah, I like that video. I love that video. But
I wish I could go there, but there's
and I know I wanted to go after I saw it. I was like, that is the cutest mascot anyone's ever seen. I can't.
You are so right.
Oh, jeez. I wish I could go. I wish I was a German, you know. But you know, I'm not. But we have a bunch of people over there Are you kidding me? Is the Silver Eagle really the currency from Bioshock? I'm sorry. See, look at me. I'm getting... All right.
I actually saw
Anyway.
it too, and I don't know.
Like, I don't know, but if that is fascinating, this is the first time I've heard of it. Wow.
It is American.
Anyway,
So
I have got to play that.
I really need to play that game as well.
Yeah, it is on the back. Silver Eagle's on the back of the American quarter. Right, you know, the U.S. quarter has a big eagle, and since the quarter is silver, you know, hey, there you go.
Whenever I picture a quarter, I picture a Canadian quarter. Like, there's no eagle on it. No, wait.
Is it a loon? Or a loon is like $1, right?
Yeah, it's a loony.
Yeah.
Loon is on the loony.
Loon is on
$1.
Loony and a toonie?
What?
The loony and a toonie.
It's a loony and a toonie. That's the thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What was I even talking about?
Future cons.
Future cons. Okay, we're going to BronyCon. We're going to GalaCon. We're going to BronyCan in Vancouver, British Columbia. We're going to AppaloosaCon in Phoenix, Arizona. We're going to Brony Fanfare in Austin, Texas. We're going to Nightmare Night Dallas in Dallas, Texas. Maybe DerpyCon South. We'll see.
Another plane.
DerpyCon South is in New Orleans.
I might be able to go to that one.
I know that one. That one just sounds fun. Just sheer venue.
Wait,
Like,
where are you based in the South?
Texas.
God damn it! Why is everybody in Texas? Only steers and queers come from Texas.
Okay, well, I don't have horns, so yeah, 2 and 2. I like horses, so I already get
I like
enough of that.
horses too. We should have a horse meetup. Share our horse stories.
It's funny,
Texas
actually.
horse.
I like horses. I drink beer, eat red meat, and drive an F-150.
You're so American. I drive nothing but Japanese cars.
Completely American, and then also horses.
I ride moose into battle with my...
I drive Japanese cars that are made in America, so I'm American.
Would George Lucas be considered a brony because he's got horses?
No, you have to watch the show. Like,
No,
dedicate
just
yourself to the fandom.
Having horses, I think, actually literally makes you an equestrian. But I don't think it makes you...
Yeah, true.
Does a cowboy hat make you homosexual?
If it does, then a lot of people have phone calls to me.
I wonder if a child ever woke up and said, like, to his or her parent,
Mom, I'm gay.
cowboy.
I want to be a butt pirate.
Did you say I want to be a gay cowboy? Is that what they...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the strippers that you go at the club.
Oh my god.
That actually that's sort of dark too. That's
I don't know.
I mean,
why,
only
but
because
I
how did that kid learn that? My goodness.
Internet.
No, the mother
Discovery Channel.
always took
Yeah,
pictures.
how about them internets, huh?
Yeah.
How about them crazy butt sex ponies?
Wow.
Though the mother always took pictures.
Oh,
God, like you should have seen my sister. was
I'm on a
visiting
one-way
after she went
ticket to hell.
Like the thing is, my sister visited home after
Nobody
she went
cares
to
about what your
Vegas,
sister did.
and like
Nobody cares.
I got
Nobody
home from work,
Shh.
and I sit on the couch, and
Nobody cares.
Apparently nobody
while
cares
I'm-
what your sister did.
Well, like when she like first talks to me, she says, "Man, do you want to see a picture of me and the guy strippers?" Shoves a picture right in my face. I have no idea what I'm going to say, so I turned away. So like that's how little children know of strip clubs. That is my story.
That's what that was the context of that.
Oh my god.
I was wondering what the context of that. Now I'm seeing all this you're a butt back and forth on the live stream. Man, that's nice.
This
I
is
wonder
what
if
happens
that's-
when you give Raging
Is
control.
that going to be on the YouTube?
No.
Or okay, all right.
Don't say it. People on YouTube are confused.
I'm sorry, people on YouTube, you're not seeing the giant "you're a butt" yellow messages popping up. But you're missing it. That's half the fun, really.
But hey, Silver. After
All right,
talking
yes.
about butts and strippers,
Yes.
like what kind of future plans do you have for the site itself?
You know, Ponyville Live is growing very quickly. we've been growing very quickly forever. You know, we keep adding all these new stations, people joining us. All right, the live stream. Stop it.
I'll murder you someday.
Oh my god. All right, so what was I saying? Oh yeah. So Ponyville Live is you know, every time we do a convention or every time we add a new station or something, we pick up all this new stuff, all this new technology, new equipment, new cool things to show people, and we keep making all these big improvements to our website. So the next big improvement that's coming down the line that we're working on getting ready for BronyCon, that we're hoping to launch at BronyCon, are two big projects. One is the ability to to say that you like a song, and then to have it pop up a little notification in the corner that says whenever your song is playing on any station, and then you can just click the little button and it'll jump you over to that station.
Oh,
So it'll say, in 10 seconds, your song that you said you like is going to start playing on a station you're not listening to. Do you want to switch? And then you'll be like, of course I do! It's a great song. So stuff like that, you know, where you can actually personalize your experience and say that, you know, like you can tell us what you like and what you don't like and rate songs up and down. But there's another big project that, and it's we've already announced that we took over the project, but we haven't actually announced what we're doing with it yet. So this is the exciting part. The project is the MLP Music Archive. And I don't know if you guys remember it from a long time ago, but it was essentially like a BitTorrent file, like this giant zip file of like all kinds of pony music. It had like, I don't know, like 5,000 pony songs on it, right? But the problem was it was a big BitTorrent file, and it wasn't really like official. It was just like one of those sort of like underground pony music collection type things.
So underground, it's mainstream.
It's not mainstream or anything. What we're going back and
Don't
we're
you
doing
have a
now.
YouTube, though?
Do what?
You have a YouTube channel though?
What, Ponyville Live?
Yeah.
PVL does, yeah. Yeah, we have a YouTube channel. Yeah.
Do you or do you not have a pony? I mean, YouTube channel.
I just said yes.
Dude, yeah.
Like, what are
Oh,
you
I couldn't
looking
hear.
for here?
I don't get the interrogation. I don't understand. I'm like, yeah, we do.
Do
We
you have a
YouTube.
YouTube channel?
Stop it,
Tell
let
me
go.
now.
Stop talking to me.
Harvey dead?
Do you want me
There is
to
Harvey.
put it? You know.
Only then do you
One
have
time
my
ago, how they torture people.
Alright. I can't do that guy's voice. I can't do Bane's voice.
No one can do Bane's voice anymore.
Bane's
Fire.
I always just combine Christopher Walken.
Batman.
I do Christopher Walken plus Muffled, and then I think.
Oh my god, I love you now just because you do Christopher Walken. It makes more cowbell.
Outside to the store.
Exactly.
A bit more cowbell.
Like I just assume that's what it sounds like. It's just.
I do Yogi Bear.
Christopher Walken. On face.
Stay out of my shit. What? All right.
Anyway, next question.
That's what's next in Ponyville Live is just voice impressions. We're gonna.
Yes.
Actually, we are about to launch a brand new station that is all top 40 pony music. So it's almost like the greatest hits. It's like an intro station. So if you're new to Bronydom and you haven't heard of Brony music before, and you want to hear like all the best of pony tunes on one station, that's what we're doing, and we're calling it Best Pony Radio. So it's whatever you want to make it, right? Like it could be Rarity Radio or it could be Lunar Radio. Whoever your best pony is, it's Best Pony Radio.
Nice.
And the idea is, that's like an introductory station for new bronies and stuff. So it's kind of nice. But we got all kinds of new projects, coming down the line like that. So yeah, really exciting stuff. And this is all hopefully going to be, we'll have a whole bunch of improvements ready for BronyCon. And then we'll be announcing them at BronyCon at our table. And we're super psyched.
Okay.
Sweet. So next year, I mean in like 2014 BronyCon, are you going to
Right.
be there?
Are we going to be at 2014 BronyCon?
Yeah, we're thinking way
so.
into the future now.
I guess it depends on whether we behave well at 2013 BronyCon.
You better behave well because I plan on going
so
to 2014.
We'll be on our best behavior.
And giving you a hug when I get there. I'm going to be like, you're my new hero.
You're my wife.
I want to go and meet all the people, shake their hand. I'm just going to be like dressed as normal.
Meet all the people.
My role, like my deal of how I'm going to be going is I'm just some random stranger that walked in and doesn't know what's going on.
Like,
You're just gonna go around and be like, well, "What is this My Little Brony business?" Because I don't understand.
What is this pony shit? What are you talking
Are
about?
y'all gamosexuals? Yeah.
My friend, she wants me to pretend that I am like super big or gay in front of her parents. So we'd be like, oh, and I awesome outfit. Oh my god! And then I saw a boy, and I was like,
Yeah, his connection is dropping badly right now.
This connection is dropping it like it's hot. It's like
my connection is worse than.
And then I was like,
Oh, ew.
two chicks at the same time. What?
But
anyway, so yeah.
I don't know who you are.
Like,
I don't know what you.
okay. Anyway, besides like running, like kind of working on the site, Silver, what kind of other interests do you have outside the MLP fan base? I want to know
What are you talking
what
about?
makes your clock
Damn it.
tick.
Do you want my list of fears? So I'll tell you. No, I'll tell you all the fun stuff I do.
What?
So
makes
besides,
your Honey Nut Cheerios float.
what are you? He's like over there. He's like still on that other thing. All right, we're catching up. We're doing. What do I do outside of ponies now? Which is unfortunately. Yeah, that list is getting a little shorter because it turns out ponies is a pretty full-time job. So besides doing the,
Why is it? Why is that?
It's just the way it is, I guess. People do this all the time, right? Is you find something that's fun and enjoyable, you meet a whole bunch of new people, and you like them a lot, and so then that's everything, and then you do a whole lot of stuff.
And then you
ponies is an economy in and of itself.
Ponies is almost a business. Of course, it's not really making me any money, but it's
image.
it's one of those kinds of things. Like if this is a business fandom, I'm bad at it.
I'd be rich by now.
Yeah, I'd be at least I don't know.
I would be the next Bill Gates right now.
But yeah, so for Ponyville Live, I do the web development, so the whole website I built, and then the logo and the hosting, like the server hosting, and then I do a lot of interviews, and then I'm also the director. So I'm a little busy. I do a lot.
Yeah.
With Ponyville Live, and I love it to death. Obviously, the project is just my pride and joy. I love it a lot, so I'm okay with that. It just takes a whole huge amount of time, and that's even with the help of a whole bunch of other people on the Ponyville Live leadership. I have like an associate director. We are board. We're actually we live close to each other, so it's kind of so one of those easy to chat, right? I've got a whole bunch of people who help out with like marketing and public relations and stuff like that, but there's still enough to, keep me very busy. Outside of the pony fandom, I actually am coincidentally also still a programmer. When I'm not programming for this, I'm actually a software developer for a university.
Hooray! Computer programming.
I'm actually a web developer specifically. So I'm not just programming weird. I actually build websites both here and professionally. So that's where I got the experience to do it. I just figured I'd pitch in here too. But,
hooray! Web development.
now, as far as hobbies go, I'm a gamer. My Steam library has, as of my most recent check, something in the neighborhood of 230 or 240 games.
I have work to do.
Yeah, I've
That's
got
all Steam
150.
That's all summer sales. So after the summer sales, after this next summer sale that comes up, I will probably have 800 gabillion of them.
Fuck.
My plan is to own every game on Steam.
Every game that is
Except
produced
that
on
one
Steam.
that has the starter pack that costs like $100.
Oh, yeah, there's the Railworks. You know, if you get that train game,
Yeah.
Oh,
you get all the DLC off the
Yeah.
rails.
Oh my god.
Off
over
the rails.
$1,000.
It's like all the stuff. All the stuff for it is like over $1,000 total. But it's a fun game. Like I just get on there and derail stuff.
I have.
Well, if you're gonna,
If you're going to play a train game, it's funny. I treat the train simulator the same way I treat interviews, in that it is mostly about me derailing things.
Yes.
And really,
Feels like the crazy train.
it's the crazy train. Yeah, exactly. I got on the crazy train. So.
My favorite bit, I have to admit right now, is getting the train on 2 wheels and see how long I could just be on 2 wheels.
You can do a train wheel.
Is it an issue?
Yeah.
Train wheelie is kind of cool. They make a track that's actually like one of the training tracks on the, which I guess training track sounds kind of funny. One of those.
Sad.
Is like the
Such
train,
nerds.
the training track. Is it like training wheels on bicycles?
Yeah, it's like
they have
there's
little
training
two extra
wheels.
wheels on the side to hold it down.
Most of the time, that's
The hilarious thing is you would need that, like for a bunch of. It's like I can't seem to get this train to go straight. It's like, have you tried pushing it? Like,
have you
like,
done rail drifting yet?
Have you rail drifting? Oh yeah, from the YouTube.
Yes,
video.
it's hard as fuck, but it's so satisfying.
The front wheel set is on one set of tracks, and the back
it's
wheel
so
set is
satisfying. Like, dude,
Oh my god.
that's seriously like.
I'm like, ah! Somebody that plays the same fucking games I do.
I hate that I play that as like I play that and TF2 and like TF2, Civ 5. I play a lot of Civ, but like that kind of stuff. And then the entire rest of my Steam library is like a little orphan child that never gets any attention.
Yeah.
Right.
I pay no attention to every one of my other games, and then I just keep playing the same ones that I already like because I'm like afraid of change. Like there are some games where when I look at them, I'm like, I really should play that, but I got stuff to do.
Right? Or it's like
I'm just
Kate,
gonna-
it's like Girlfriend's Program. It's addicting, but you're like, I need to do shit, but I want to play this.
I'm just gonna play Minecraft again, you know, and then that takes 10 hours, and then you've wondered what you've done with your life, you know, and then it's like. But I love Minecraft. Minecraft is like Lego for adults. That stuff is the fun.
It's okay, it is.
Yeah.
But
screw you,
honest-
Rich.
Tend to play the game and swear. Oh wait,
Now-
I mean every game nowadays on Xbox Live.
To be fair, yeah, I was gonna say the community, the My Little Pony Minecraft community, is one of the most dramatic, filled, like.
Oh, you mean the people that follow
holy-
jitters?
The what? Do what?
Oh, I went there. Smack it like it's hot, or
But
drop it like it's hot.
Smack it like it's hot. But really, though, like I've seen more Minecraft servers just like appear and then get completely shut down and break into 20,000 pieces. Like Ponycraft, the one that everyone knows about, the Minecraft server, they're on like version 8 or something of their leadership. It's like, and they've gone through like, it's like coup d'etat, right? Like it's like you ever watch that movie Evita, right? It's which I hate to be making such an obscure reference, but
Do it.
Evita was the wife of the dictator in Argentina, and everybody liked her more than they liked the dictator, and so she kept like running the country behind the scenes, and so they call her the first woman leader of Argentina, even though she wasn't elected. Madonna, she's played by Madonna in the musical, but anyway.
In the
I feel
musical.
I feel incredibly boring saying all this, but nonetheless, the whole point is like they have this one scene and it really accurately describes how this, and it just reminds me of Ponycraft, which is like you see Juan Perón, the dictator, like standing at the very far left of this big crowd of people, and the new president giving his speech on the far right. He's probably 5 people over, and then they just jump cut, and now he's 4 people over, and it's the next president doing his speech. You know, and it turns out it was
Alexis-
the general from the first presidential guy took over after, you know, and so they just keep taking over, and then it just does this cut, and it does 3, 2, 1, and then he's standing up there giving his speech. And it's this whole idea of like how volatile the government was at that point in Argentina, like really in all of South America. South America had this like huge run of dictatorships, like in the 1900s. Like it was just like
You mean
nothing.
1950s and all the time now.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like around the 50s, but you know, in like the mid 1900s, they had this like huge run of dictators and like Pinochet and all this other stuff. Well, anyway, it was. I thought it was funny because it was like that's exactly what our Minecraft servers are like. Because it's like, you know, well, we've just welcomed our newest admin, who will be joining us just to manage, you know, moderating the forums and stuff like that. A week later, okay, so now they're taking over and I'm leaving. So bye.
I just feel bad for people that play Minecraft online.
Say what?
Do what?
Well, he just kind of dropped out there.
You feel bad for people who play Minecraft online? Why is that? Minecraft single player seems kind of depressing to me.
Like you're lost in a world. Nobody's there except you.
You're guaranteed to never find anyone. Like that's the whole point of single player.
Other than villagers who
Explore
just go.
The villagers are
What
like,
would be the biggest troll to tell people that there is one other person in this world, but you have to find them?
God, that's like Minecraft when you open up your single player game to local area network.
oh yeah, and then all of a sudden, yeah, it's like you see someone's connected, and you're like, where are you? And they're like, I have no idea. And then eventually you find each other 3 years later, and then
Like,
you discover that you both almost look the exact same, and so there's no way that you can procreate to save society.
You both have
The
the
other guy's a
default
dick.
Steve
But
skin.
this other guy's like a douche, and you don't like him anymore.
He just destroys your house and shit.
we all
I
look
spent
the same.
3 days making that, so.
So
And I
Fuck
spent
you.
3 minutes taking you
I
down.
can't believe I waited for you. You know, it's like.
Probably the douchiest thing I ever did was tunnel underneath like this big like housing place where all my brother and sisters were building their houses. I logged into my brother's account, got underneath the house, and just filled it with nothing but TNT. So next time you went on, there's a lever in his house. He hit it, and all I hear is, "What the fuck?"
That's.
There's just nothing but a crater, and the game crashes. I feel so accomplished with my life now that I made a
This is
little
why,
kid.
yeah, I build all of my houses out of wood, surrounded completely with obsidian, so that you can't do anything. I have well-guarded fortresses.
I love actually getting like mods and stuff for Minecraft.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, like the ones. There's ones that let you run entire computers.
Oh yeah, like the Lua programming one. That one's
crazy.
crazy.
The funny thing is, even with just the stock Minecraft, you could actually build like a complete processor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've done that. Like they've built games inside of the game of Minecraft.
Like they built
made
a
Snake
keyboard,
and
right?
Tetris.
I think
They built a keyboard. They built Tetris. They built which Tetris is stupid. I have no idea how.
Raw.
It's like it was just crazy.
We have to wrap this up soon or no?
No.
I guess. Well, I mean,
An hour and a half.
Oh yeah.
yeah. I was
Oh,
like,
we
I
don't
kind
even
of
have
have to go to
Fan and
Starbucks.
Q&A now. Go 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 go.
Oh yeah, fan Q&A. Oh yeah, questions.
Waffles
Make
or
sure your
pancakes?
questions- Make sure your questions are
Don't worry, I got it
bold
covered.
and
Nick.
underlined. Thanks.
Oh,
Legend,
have your
you
questions.
dick.
Oh, make sure your questions are bold, underlined, and in Comic Sans MS.
Yes.
Thank you, Silver. Well, you are so kind. Compared to Nick,
Totally.
douche.
Bold, underline, italics, and that they are all hyperlinks to viruses.
Yeah, that works perfectly.
I don't know what questions anybody would have for me. Like, if anybody has any questions for me, they can just, ask me anytime. It's like, hey, Silver, what's up? I'll be like, hey, how's it going? So,
Fucker, you wanna go smoke some weed? Kill some hookers?
Gladys versus Shodan. What's Shodan?
Fuck Shodan.
Favorite
Monochrome- Oh yeah.
Favorite film fiction? Ah, this is interesting. Okay, so you mean like from the website FemFiction? Like,
Any,
guess.
like any fan fiction regarding friendship is magic.
okay, air shipping is magic. Have you ever heard of air shipping is magic? All right.
But it sounds great.
This is starring a blimp named Rainbow Dirigible.
No, I don't want to hear.
I do remember.
Okay, it's Rainbow Dirigible, Twilight Blimple, and then
This
the
is-
great and powerful Trixie Berg.
So Trixie's like the Hindenburg. Does she crash and burn? Oh, the humanity.
It's the equinity or something is like what they
Oh
say.
god damn it! I
And it's
even
the
I hate this
hilarious-
man already.
No, it is the funniest. Oh my god, Mike the Mike has a reading of it online, like where he reads it, and I was like on the floor for like 10 minutes after I heard it the
It's
first time. I was like,
funny.
this is the best thing ever. And it's just because it's so absurdly stupid. It's just like they and then they docked.
Oh god.
Like just think it's like and
The
that's
thing
that's
is, I
all
know
they can
I'm a
figure.
very big like aviation nerd, so I know how blimps dock, and there's no way for them to fuck. That's all I'm gonna say.
But it's like
Blimps physically
actually,
can't fuck each other.
No, but hold on. So they actually
It's
like Trixie insults Twilight's nacelles. She says like her gas bag is full and bloated and like all this. Like it's hilarious. Like they're insulting each other using blimp insults.
The thing is,
Like-
you can't. It's like, what the fuck?
It's the best thing ever.
Because I'm an aviation nerd or buff or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh god, that's
as
amazing.
an aviation nerd, you'll surely appreciate the
I
adherence
will
to the.
appreciate it and probably go question it and laugh my ass off at the same time.
It's still I would appreciate even the attention to detail on it. You know, they really
So, like-
really describe the ships really well.
Yeah, it's not like it's just crappy
They sucked.
idea that
I mean-
well, like it's just an idea that they had, funny idea that they had, so they made a crappy story out of it, but they actually made a good written story.
I hate it when that happens, right? You know, I'm just like,
Like, I don't want to like this,
I don't
but
want to
I
like this.
do.
I love this. Yeah, so this is happening now. Anyway, okay, so Hadorian's first question. Hey Silver, how do you deal with say cons or others pretty much responding with if you advertise us we'll hunt you down and kill you?
Yay.
So to answer your question, most conventions don't say if you advertise us, we'll hunt you down and kill you. What they say is we would like you to advertise us free of charge, except when you get here, we're going to make sure that you have this really, really hard time because we really like this other station better than you. So much so that we sign something that says that they get to go up front and you have to stay in the back. And they get to stream.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that they
That's
get
a
to
horrible
stream.
way of putting it, but it's
Don't.
true.
And they get internet, and you don't. You have to stay on AOL, and maybe use dial. I don't.
AOL.
And then
god.
the kicker behind all this is at the very end they'll say, "Oh, and also we'll pay those other people to show up."
See, that's how big of a dick every convention
Yeah.
runs.
And they'll say we'll pay the other people to show up, and then we'll treat you poorly, and then you should definitely
also away.
and then you should definitely thank us for that privilege. You should definitely cover us still. And so whenever we say I don't really want to, because that seems like you've put us into a bit of a pickle. Then the response is usually like well. We don't really want you here anyway. Then, we can do better than you. Who needs you? And it's like that kind of
And they come.
It gets kind of
small children.
stupid. It's like, it's not me, it's you. It's like, well, okay.
It's like a relationship after a breakup.
They never get hostile with us, but they never get nice to us either.
Like an excellent friend.
It's just it's one of those backhanded compliments. Like, we really like what your little petty network that no one listens to is doing. It's
Wow.
like,
Oh, so you
like,
congratulations on
Oh,
that.
you have
Actually-
followers? You have people
Yeah.
that listen to you? Huh.
actually, if I go back on our website
That's
right now,
cute.
so just right now, if you look at the very top of Ponyville Live, there's a number up there, and you actually see it kind of stands out. It says, the number
Like
went
you-
down by Yeah, it says live radio and video, and it says underneath it number of people tuned in right now. Well, right now that number is 85 across all of Ponyville.
More than what we're having right now.
I am. Well, that's across every station, right? You know, but personally, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I call that a victory.
I'm stupid happy about that. I'm just tickled. I would if the numbers stay like that forever.
Sir.
Yeah.
Our Cloudsdale Cafe thing hasn't been updated since June 13th. Get on your shit.
Are you uploading stuff to YouTube?
Oh, then it should be Sin's fault then. Let me go yell at him. Sorry.
You still
Yeah.
haven't uploaded videos
Sorry, here's a
yet.
cookie. I'm sorry. Let me go yell at Sin. I need to go put my foot up his ass.
I am positive that this is not our fault.
This is Sin's
But you're
fault.
on-
I'm sorry.
On there, I know you are. I put you on there.
I know you did, but I'm disappointed that you took us out of video streams, so
What?
We're
Thank
not a
you.
video stream.
Well, you are briefly. That's
I
the
don't
thing.
understand
Is you're
it.
only a video stream like for like an hour a week, and so we are actually
stream
thinking
movies
about.
now. We stream movies.
Oh my god, that's illegal.
Shut up!
Yeah, we
if I
stream
film
movies.
them, they're
They're
not.
bad.
Do you also stream like videos of people robbing other people? Like just
Yes.
because. Let's just add.
Called
Let's just
kicking
pile
somebody in the
stuff on.
balls and stealing kids' candy.
This is
Yes.
called the IU Fest Time Power. So this is the
I actually had
the Cloudsdale Cafe. One time I killed a man in Reno. Hour.
Yeah.
The thing is, I actually have a
So
show
much.
idea I'm going to promote. I was planning on saving it for the next meeting, but it was me, like a live stream of me robbing a bank. And it will be
Oh, man.
it will be filled with ski masks. I'll make sure to wear multiple of them.
Like
and
the
if
movie
anyone
Heat?
tries to
Huh?
rip it off, like there will
Like
just
the
be another
There's
one.
just
under
another
that.
one. There's another one underneath it. Yeah, and so then it's like ski maskception.
Yeah.
But then you can't see anything because of all the ski masks.
Yeah. But Hidorian
That's-
asks. have
Okay,
you
all
ever
right. So Hidorian, well,
transition
let me get to
king over here.
Hidorian's questions are actually these are all very good questions.
I'm
So
liking them.
all right, so the next question is here. Have I ever watched anime on my off time? And if so, which ones? If not, I'm missing out. I haven't really gotten into it. In fact, from a fandom standpoint, bronies are the first thing I've ever been in that you would call a fandom. Actually, like nothing else I enjoy, because I like, I don't know, I like your regular cartoons. Like I watch South Park, Family Guy, and Futurama, and The Daily Show and stuff like that. And like I watch all that, but there's not like I don't go to conventions for those things. I never had a label for myself. Like nobody ever's like, man, you watch Parks and Recreation. You're such a Parkian.
What?
You're such a Parky.
I've never heard of this.
Parks and Recreation's an awesome show. It's Amy Poehler. She's
I've never
like,
heard of this.
the best. It's one of the NBC late night comedy Thursday things. Yeah, it's like they're like, yeah, you're such a Parky, but nobody says that. And so this is the first community where I actually have an identity, like that's because of this, right? So from the anime perspective, if you have animes that you could recommend me to watch, then by all means, I'll entertain the idea.
I've actually been watching Clannad.
Do what?
I've been watching this anime called Clannad. I think that's how it's pronounced recently.
Planet is in like that's like an Ireland phrase, isn't it?
I have no idea
Battleship
what it
Yamato.
means. But it's like a slice of life romance kind of thing. I don't know. I'm
Really?
a sucker for those.
I watch action.
yeah,
and
exactly,
space
it is.
Shit.
They're a band. Clannad is the name of a band from Ireland. Well, let me really quick knock out some of these other questions here because I'm getting good questions here. Have you ever been annoyed by the Brony community at any point in time? Not by the community as a principle. Like I love what the community stands for, and I love the ability for a lot of us to be like-minded and to share interests with like-minded people and to have conventions where we can go meet new people and have a place that's truly safe and judgment-free. I think that is all phenomenal. I think
Except
whenever
furries. We
I stay except for fur, that's
fucking
there's a lot of overlap, right? The furry community is sort of more underground than the Brony community is more.
They dress up as fucking furry things and they have giant furry piles.
Yeah, but not like furry pals. But you know, like they don't invade forums, you know, and like
Yeah,
you know
they
try
do.
to convert you as not nearly as much as we do. To be fair,
They wave their dicks around, going, "Look at our art."
whatever. Anyway, like I thought that they were just generally sort of a smaller movement, you know, and then
They've been around one of the longest fandoms.
No, I know. I mean, they've been around forever, but that's what I mean is the Brony community itself. Yeah, conceptually is fine. There are a couple of people who are missing certain social cues and behave in ways that are inappropriate. That is just a case by case thing, though. I don't think.
There's Purple Tinker.
I don't think
Well.
what Purple Tinker.
Yeah, dude.
Purple Tinker. Say what you will about Purple Tinker. I love her to death because she is a firecracker.
Yeah, but she starts a lot of shit. Or he,
Oh my God.
she, it, whatever.
Stop it.
I'm with you on that one, Eagle.
We're gonna go with
See,
she.
He needs to
I'm
shut up for a
sorry,
second.
but
We're gonna go with she
I
for that.
don't care that if you're like tran or whatever, but if you like to like cause
There-
drama and shit, get out of my face.
I don't know. Sometimes I like drama.
Well,
Like,
the problem
sometimes-
is, it's
it's
been following me
crap
since
about-
high school, and that's been like 4 fucking years. I'm fucking tired of it.
Yeah. Well, all right. So anyway, let me
Yeah.
go back to these questions. Let me go back to these questions. How do I deal with the bad bronies? That's a good follow-up question. Do you
Shoot
ignore
in the
them?
mouth.
Try to get them to go away. Actually, depends on whether I'm on duty or not. Because there are some times where you'll have one guy who will come over and talk to you for 50 minutes at your table. And nobody else can get a word in edgewise. A lot of people want to know about what we are, you know, or they want to get a flyer from us or a postcard or something. And you're at a table, and this one guy keeps asking, and you know, he's just like, well, do you think that maybe Lyra should have a ship fic? I wrote this ship fic. Would you like me to read it out for you, word for word? And like, there's stuff like that. Those situations can be a bit embarrassing. Yes.
Please go away.
And yeah, you kind of have to just be like, hey, can I talk to some other people? Because
This is probably why I'm going to be a dick at conventions, because I hate stupid people like that, and I'm just like,
you're
go away.
gonna get that. Like, you go to a convention, you're gonna get that. But this is a consequence, in my opinion. It's a consequence of being as open as we are to all kinds of people. That cross section of all kinds of people just happens to include people that you might not otherwise socialize with, and so I'm okay with that. Because that means that we're also getting a whole bunch of really good people, and so I just try to sort of filter it out in my head, you know, and I just surround myself more with the good people and, you know, people I enjoy. The next question, I feel very strongly about this. The next question is, have you ever opened and closed the refrigerator door really slowly just to see the light turn on and off? I feel. You know, I've devoted a lot of my career to things like that. And I can tell you, without exception, yes. I have done that so many times. And then, when I get bored doing that, I'll open it and figure out where the little latch is, like where the button is that pushes in. And then I'll just sit there and push the button and, like, see exactly what point it triggers turning off. Like,
I can't see it, but I'm lifting my arms in triumph right now.
Actually, like,
That is the best answer we've ever gotten for that question.
Yeah.
I will actually do that, like, and then, like, I'll sit there and I'll be fascinated by it for, like, a huge amount of time. And then, like, I don't ever have that what am I doing with my life moment after that. Like, I'm just like, now I know. Now I know what...
I just, you just, play with the latch for a little while.
Yeah,
You just,
sit there and you just look at the latch and you're just
leave
like,
it,
that
push
is-
it, leave it. It's just like,
it's
yeah.
it's the smallest thing, but it's just like, we're living in the future.
So, like, when you're done, you think to your mind, it's like, the adventure of life.
The adventure of life. You know, it's true that much like the fridge light, life is in the little moments. You know, life is what happens when you're busy making plans or sandwiches, and
Yes.
so in this case, it's sandwiches.
You, sir, are God.
So
that is the most amazing answer.
Hedorian's next question, also very good. I love these questions. These are just great. How do you, and this is actually, this like he switched to serious question here. How do you mediate your real life job and your radio job, and how do you decide when to do what? And I will tell you, completely honestly, I'm extraordinarily bad at it. So much so that I mostly just these days just have to take vacation time from work. Sometimes pony stuff gets so busy and I can't juggle the two very effectively. Like sometimes I'll just be like, all right, that's it. I'm just not doing one of them. Like right now, sometimes it's work, and then because I've got like, I don't know, 2 months of backed up vacation time. I used to not take vacation at all. I was like a workaholic. And so this is just the pendulum swinging back the other direction.
Wait, so you use vacation to work? you are a workaholic.
No, I used to.
I used to work like you, then I took an arrow to the knee.
And then I took an arrow to the knee.
Bringing it back, baby. I'm bringing it back.
That's the best thing ever.
That's so 2000 and late. All right, so
you listen to the Black Eyed Peas too, don't you?
It's actually very hard. That's a good question, because and your follow-up question, I'll just go ahead and skip a few, and we'll get back to the others. But follow-up question of have I ever had to stop doing pony work because my real life job has demanded so much? I've had to scale it down. Yes. There have been times where I've been like, okay. In fact, when these conventions come up like the way they have been, like I don't know if you notice, but this summer we have 3 conventions back to back. 3 immediately, one after the other. So we have Fiesta, followed by Everfree Northwest, followed by Sweet Apple Acres. You can imagine, and if I had to deal with 300 gigs of footage from each of those 3 weeks in a row, there would be no work happening.
I don't have a life anymore.
I wouldn't be getting anything done. I would just be like the footage editor for the month of July. And I can't do that. So a lot of the time, yeah, no sleep. You just have to sort of just work your way through it. I can't do that anymore because
my health.
It's just not good for you. I mean, it's just bad.
I'm losing my hair, man.
Actually, yeah, Monochrome is right. From what I've heard, taking an arrow to the knee, in the expression of because you take a bended knee, when you're proposing, right? So you take an arrow to the knee, and it's like you went down on one knee. That's the metaphor. It's actually I don't know what the
very bad taste joke. Speaking of arrow to the knee.
Oh my god.
That what happened to me. I said because I came back after being overseas over my second tour. I said, well, you could say I took an IED to the knee.
Oof.
Yeah,
actually.
I made that joke and I laugh at it. Nobody else laughed at it.
You
laughed
at it, and the rest of us were like,
Jesus, how can you joke about that? I'm like, easily.
Are you okay?
I cried. There was blood everywhere. Like, I demanded that somebody, if I ever died at my funeral, has to say that, well, at least he went out with a bang. I demanded that. I demanded that. I wanted that on my tombstone.
It's kind of haunting, actually. I'm like, the more I hear actual war stories, the more I think only under really essential circumstances. Like, I can't imagine.
You have to joke about your past things.
I understand it's a sort of coping mechanism for your life experiences that way or whatever. I'm not holding it against you. I'm just like, I don't know if we should be subjecting people to that. Seems like a lot of
our fans have heard it before, and I don't go in depth.
Yeah,
I know,
but PTSD is a nightmare. It's like I don't. That bothers me. Anyway, so not to completely interrupt you there. Sorry, but we have a lot of questions. So.
You do? Oh shit!
Yeah, have you not been paying attention?
I'm actually looking at other stuff on our Tumblr and stuff. Doing work.
Doing work. Whatever. As a computer engineer. Oh, good question. As a computer engineer, would you say that the glass is half empty, half full, or do you need a bigger glass? I actually, despite all the drama and everything else, I really try to keep an upbeat view on things. My interaction with the pony world's a bit more complicated than most people's, where they watch a show and enjoy it and go to things and enjoy them and do other fun things and have fun. I do a lot of work along with it.
What kinds of work, actually?
You know what I mean, like website management. PR,
Okay,
convention negotiation, press passes. Just getting press passes for conventions is actually like this big ordeal. You have to like go yap at people and stuff, and it's all pony politics, right? Pony politics is way bigger than anybody in the pony public sees, partly because we just want to shield you all from it, because we all want all of our fans to just have this really sort of pure love of ponies. Like we want everybody to come to our website, enjoy pony, and then go home. And like that's we want to keep all the politics out of it. We don't want them to see any of that. We just want them to have a good time, and then we'll deal with the politics. Don't worry about it. So it's a little harder on us, but you know what? It's what we're here for. We're happy to help. So to answer your question, though, I still think the glass is very much half full. I think that there is a lot of potential. I have met the Dorian. I've met some phenomenal people that are just a treat to talk to, and I couldn't be happier. Having met and discovering that some of the people when I was a brony, like getting started as a brony, like now that I've met a lot of these musicians and I've met a lot of these artists and voice actors and I've interviewed a bunch of them, how amazingly normal these people are. The brony community does not have very many celebrities. Like they're so uptight that they won't sit down and just chat with you and just have like a down-to-earth conversation.
Okay.
And it's phenomenal. Like I love it. It's so refreshing to me because nobody here, the people who are usually get frustrated really quickly that people don't treat them like celebrities. And they're like, well, why aren't you getting me my filtered San Pellegrino? Like, I want that. Why don't you get it for?
Where is my goddamn coffee?
And immediately they'll leave the fandom, right? And then that's what happens. Exactly, is they're not getting the attention they want here, and so they go somewhere else. So the only people left are the people who,
where they make tumblers and bitch about things.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, or that they just stay here and perpetually complain. But that's okay too. Do I think Ragin needs mental support?
I do.
Yes.
Even
Ragin
thinks he
Heavy
does.
liquor.
Everyone needs mental support, and everyone should be free to talk about how they're feeling. And if someone touches you in a place that's not okay,
that's no good.
No good.
Do you want
the
a
first
chili
thing
dog?
you do is you say no. Then you get out of there.
There's a funny YouTube poop I remember a while back that goes, you say Koopa football players. Then you get the fuck out of there.
I've heard the opposite. It's like, first you say yes, then you get in there. Like what?
Horrifying.
You make bubbly sound.
All right.
And we push the bar another higher.
It's inappropriate. All right. Let's see. Oh, wait. Have you ever heard this stop? Taking an arrow to the knee is. How large is my group? How large is my group? It is enormous.
Dead people now.
Ponyville Live is like stupid big. Like now, if you count every station, which let's say every station has on average 10 people working for it, well, that's 100 people already. All the podcasts have these huge teams, especially the ones that do voice readings, like that do show readings and fan fiction readings and stuff, because they have to have like 10 voice actors doing all that stuff. And like so the teams are huge. Huge teams. Now, the core team, like the Ponyville Live day-to-day bureaucratic administration team, aka us, the
Us.
me and my PVL friends, we are small. There's less than 10 of us, but that's because PVL sort of runs itself, right? Like all the radio stations do their own thing, and all the podcasts do their own thing, and we don't police them. We're not listening to every show, and we're not, except for recreationally, like I'll listen to it just because it's fun, because I like it. But I'm not like, let's make sure that they don't use the F word. You know, it's like,
Fuck.
Should I get
I-
my whip?
I don't care. We don't care.
We tried fan fictions once. It didn't work out too well.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you know, some stations have tried.
Oh, we didn't try. We didn't actually try. We just did horrible. We read horrible like clop fictions.
I was gonna say, I was like, some stations have done clop fix. Nah,
We
We're
do
one of
know,
those
we
stations.
do horrible ones because it's funnier that way. I think the last one Nick read was what? The Sweet Apple Massacre. I never read it before, and I'm like going, oh god.
that is messed up.
Yeah, from me, which is of all people to say that's fun.
The hug space. I mean, I like. I don't know what this hug space business is, but
I want
it's
to
like something.
I don't know. I just wanted. Everyone was doing it. I just wanted to be popular.
Yeah, I like the hug space. The hug space is now closed. So much for that. Okay then, fine.
Well, that lasted long.
I didn't even want your hug space.
It was for ugly people,
That's awesome.
and I'm pretty.
Question. Why do I love Derpy? I like Derpy. We're actually we're good friends. Ponyville Live is friends with all kinds of other groups, right? You know, because we have a bunch of friends and affiliates. One of our newest friends is Derpy Who's News, which is like what would happen if you took Derpy and you made her in the news. And you made her a news pony on like Channel 4. And it's adorable. Like, we love Derpy. We actually have a Derpy Who's News poster in our house. I kid you not, because just because it's Derpy, it's like stupid cute. So like I like Derpy, and so the fact that my pony, my OC, looks a lot like Derpy with dude stuff instead, which I didn't word that right. Dude stuff. Like, boy parts.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
It's got boy parts all over it,
Yeah.
Got cootie.
including on its face.
Including on its face, right.
Beautiful.
Ooh, I love the boy parts.
And then, of course, what would I do if Barack Obama went to BronyCon and talked to you about
Thanks, Obama.
ponies?
They don't know Obama.
I would have a conversation, but I think that he would just laugh at me about the subject of the conversation, because the unfortunate thing is, in my opinion, as somebody who supported him in his political... Yeah, we're totally getting political. That's so funny. As somebody who supported him in his political campaign, I remember a campaign promise saying that if states had legalized marijuana, he would not go in and do no-knock drug raids in those states. That he would not have the DEA show up and arrest people and ruin families and end lives and stuff like that over, the plants that grow in their backyards.
Yes, he would. Are you kidding me?
Well, and then he did.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he
Thanks,
did. Well, he did.
Obama.
He did that, and then he laughs anytime somebody asks that question. They've had like one time he was at one panel and like 4 people asked the question in a row, and at the very end he's like, "I get it, you're all stoners." It's like, no, you don't get it. Like, we just think it's stupid for you to be constantly putting people in jail for it. Because, like, jail seems a bit much to me.
Yeah.
So, it shows up at BronyCon, I would say, I would like to inform you of my objection to your drug reform policy. Despite having not once, since college, consumed even the slightest marijuanas.
Mine was since yesterday.
Yeah. My little brother, in fact, even had 5 marijuanas once, and after he did that...
Plants,
once?
man. Don't take it sound so white. Come on, man. Come on.
I'm doing that on purpose.
You had 5
He
marijuanas.
had 5 marijuanas all at once, and now he's my bigger brother.
After
Not even
doing
once.
jail time.
Not even once. Yeah. It's Obama.
But yeah, I actually remember reading Maclean's magazine, and they were talking about it's about time we just legalized marijuana, because it would be safer, it would be helpful to the economy.
Well,
It
the
would
whole
bring
reason...
nothing but pros.
I mean, get back to it, it's like the reasons why they didn't do it in the first place are actually really messed up. It's like, why is alcohol legal? Why are cigarettes legal, but pot isn't? Well, it's because mostly people were racist, and also the paper companies felt like it was a problem.
Exactly.
You know,
and hemp would actually outproduce everything with paper. We would have more forests compared to like if the forest would be safe if we were using hemp.
Yeah, it's like, and
So,
you think about
it's
all
just
that, then
inconsistency.
you think, boy, that's messed up, isn't it?
It
That's
really
messed
is.
up.
Hemp
Those-
is actually
those two-
safer. We would have more forests. There'd be less deforestation and stuff.
So these are not good reasons to make something illegal, in my opinion. You know, because it's like, well, paper wouldn't sell as well. Ban it. It's like, I don't know.
It would be easier to sell.
Not convinced. Yeah. So anyway, have you ever had to deal with a bad RP in a chat and someone comes up to you at a convention and tries to RP in front of you? This is like a really specific scenario. Are you planning on doing this?
Dude, if somebody
Please.
came up and RP'd with me, I'd just say, get the fuck away from me.
Like, I would say there's a time and a place for it, and it's called My Room Later That Night. But not,
Oh,
like, I don't know.
invitation.
I'd just be like, go away, peon. Go away.
Brony conventions are kind of known for their parties, to be fair. Having been to...
Oh, wait, is that first party about the first BronyCon there was a massive orgy? Is that true?
I don't know if that's true or
There's
not.
actually
I didn't hear it,
People say it's true. Some people say it's not true. It's one of those. It's one of the legends of our fandom.
It's exactly. It's one of those. It's like, man, these guys are.
But
Really crap.
would you really want to be part of that orgy? It's nothing but fat people.
Okay, hold on.
I'm sorry.
Jeez. Now,
Let me recollect myself.
let's see.
Come
Okay,
on.
so
That'd be a good idea.
anyway, your next question here. How do you decide who becomes a part of your radio? A part of your radio, I assume.
I think so.
Yeah. How do you decide who becomes a part of your radio? Do you come to them or do they come to you? And how do you go about allowing people in? Well, this is actually sort of a mixed answer. It depends on. There are some times when radio stations will come to us and they'll say, or radio stations, podcasts, video streams, whatever, and they'll say, we've seen your thing, we've seen Ponyville Live, we really like it, we enjoyed it a lot, and we'd like to work with you. And then we'll say, okay, great, awesome. And we'll, talk it over with them, make sure, that everything's on up and up, that they've existed for longer than 30 seconds, and, that they're doing good. And then we'll start working with them, and put them on our player and stuff like that. And then there are some times where we see a project and we're in love with it. And it's the opposite. And we'll go bother them. We'll be like, guys, have you heard of Ponyville Live?
Oh my god.
They'll be like, I mean, I've heard about it, but tell me about it. You got the good stuff? And I'll be like, yeah, I got the good stuff. It's right over here. And like, I'll hook them up with like the first sample of PVL, and it's free. The first sample is always free. So
Do we get into like drug dealing or something? What organization?
I feel like I'm gonna go to prison.
Hello, everybody. I wanted to talk to you today about a special place called Ponyville Live.
Can I interest you in some religion?
Can I interest you in some religion?
Sin does that all the time, and I blame him every time the freaking Jehovah's Witnesses come to my door now because of him.
Wait, is he a Jehovah's Witness?
Yes, out in the middle of the freaking boonies, too.
Wait, he is? Sin is?
Apparently he says he is, but I'm not 100% sure.
I really don't. Yeah, I think that's one
He's
of those.
Hispanic, he's very religious.
But anyway,
Is he really?
Yeah.
I did not know
Yes.
that about him.
He lives in Puerto Rico. Me and him, like, made...
Oh, see, I was just talking about Puerto
Yeah, I
Rico.
know.
Made-
right?
once.
That's funny. All right, so anyway, I gotta go to Starbucks at some point here. So,
I think
I'm hopelessly addicted. That's a funny thing. I didn't even mention that. I'm hopelessly addicted to caffeine.
I have to go get a...
I think everyone
Go
is
get-
at
go
this
get your
point. I have a
plug.
coffee crisp at my desk right now. And I've been wanting to eat that for a while.
Yeah, see, we're all like waiting to like eat and drink and exist. So
Yeah, but I think this is the best time to end the show. So thank you,
I
everyone.
guess.
Yeah, thank you for all the
Yes.
viewers that tuned in to watch us.
That
Thank
came and
you
left
so-
and cried.
Shut up.
Thank you for your questions.
Thank you, Silver Eagle, for joining us.
My pleasure.
Hope you had a fun time. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
everyone, be sure to check out. You probably already know of it because we talked about it quite a bit previously. But if you haven't, check out Ponyville Live. It's a good place. Good place.
PonyvilleLive.com.
Check out
PonyvilleLive.com, and you can catch you can even catch the Cloudsdale Cafe right on the Ponyville Live homepage.
Yes.
Yeah, after I go yell at Sin for not uploading.
After you get your YouTube videos. But yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you guys for joining us this evening,
Yeah.
and have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Bye.
Bye. Tune in for the after show.